I know this is difficult for you, Stephen, but the Sanctum is gone, and we need to plan for what comes next.
What's next? Armageddon has already happened. What's next is hell on Earth. The barrier has been breached. Expect the world to fall, city by city, nation by nation.
I'm not ready to give up, and neither should you.
It's not just losing the Sanctum that hurts us. It's also Banner.
We will handle him, as long as he doesn't become the Hulk.
It's his mind that I'm most worried about. That rift charge is just the start of the awful things he could conceive of. He is Lilith's most powerful weapon.
Then you know what we need to fight back with, right?
We tried. Blaze is being impossible unless he gives us the parchment.
Shh. Voices carry. Let us lower ours.
Now's not the time to be AWOL, Hunter. We need you in the war room.
I had one job, protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I failed.
Strange and Tony should start a Lost Headquarters support group.
They actually said end of the world on the news. Any news from the West Coast?
Nope. Plenty of hellish threats across the 5 boroughs right now to keep him busy.
Poor Doctor Strange. I only know a shade of the loss he must feel.
We can't wait for Strange. We need to start now.
We should already be out there, fighting!
Getting reports of zombies in the sewers.
Vampires in Manhattan? More vampires in Manhattan.
The green sky is growing.
All right. Let's not give in to rumors.
Sorry, Cap. I don't think these are just rumors. The old Spidey sense has been on double red alert since...
We lost the Sanctum? Perhaps now you understand why I was so adamant we save it. Think of the Sanctum as our world's supernatural ozone layer. When it breaks down, or explodes...
Holes open up. Only in this case, instead of a nasty sunburn, you get demons. Lots of demons.
And his children basked in his light as the temple of the false gods fell.
Oh, what album is that from?
The prophecy. The dark god Cthon readies his return.
Well, does the dark god Cthon own a dude ranch in the Southwest? Because there's a whole lot of something going on out there.
Should, probably tell them.
About?
The carnival. Johnny Blaze and the Quentin Carnival.
No way.
Who exactly is Johnny Blaze?
Sort of a jerk.
Legend. Famous stunt rider, fellow spirit of vengeance.
And keeper of the Parchment of Power.
The final page of the Darkhold. The missing piece my mother needs to complete the prophecy and free Cthon.
When were you gonna tell the rest of us this?
Welcome to our world.
The entire point of a secret guardian is to remain secret.
Yeah? From the look of things, I'd say your little secret is out.
With the barrier gone, our enemies must have been able to detect the page's foul presence. Lord knows what wretched evil Lilith sent to retrieve it.
This is not going the way I wanted it to. The Sanctum's gone. Hell has literally come to Earth. This is a worst-case scenario.
In my experience, things always get bleak before they get better.
Things don't get more bleak than this.
Then this will be my last stand. If I have to die to save this world, then I'll die fighting.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
The Abbey feels so lonely.
Doctor Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off. Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Don't blink.
bad, right? Let me do my... Sometimes, I even impress myself. Ready when you are, Hunter.
So, do you have much experience with smithing? Perhaps you should put your suit on for this.
Where do you think I got the suit, Doc?
I assume through some sort of elaborate computer-aided precision manufacturing process.
Well, that's how it is now, sure, but the very first one I hammered out with my own 2 hands.
Oh, that seems improbable.
You're a wizard.
Remind me not to ask you about anything ever.
If you find more coil, send it my way.
Like playing with fire. If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that. Back again.
The Sanctum's gone. It's unbelievable. There really is nothing sacred to Lilith. Anyone seen Charlie? I need some hellhound cuddles.
Damn. What are we gonna do without the Sanctum?
Hydra thinks they're so clever. Just imagine if they actually were. We might be in trouble. I'm here if you need.
This is emphatically terrible for our chances against your mother.
Actually gonna meet Johnny Blaze? This is a total pinch-me moment.
The others do not seem as excited.
Blaze has a bad reputation, but I think he's just misunderstood.
Miss Portal.
Blaze has kept the Parchment of Power safe so far, but he won't withstand a full-on assault from Lilith on his own.
He will not be on his own much longer. The parchment will stay safe.
Good. And while you're there, see if you can talk some sense into him.
Have fun on your own time. Oh, this ain't about the money anymore. Get inside. You can go straight to hell. Oh, she's scared.
Surrender the page, Blaze.
Nice meat suit, lady.
Surrender, or be destroyed.
They dug up Junior, too.
Child.
Struck a nerve, huh? then you're gonna love this. Heard you were dead, Johnny. That was the idea. I'd ask what you were doing here, but I just pumped a few rounds in his chest.
The legendary Johnny Blaze. I have heard
Hear
much of...
that? This is your fault. Play with Mama all you want. I've got people to save. Mama.
Long story.
We'll just have to hope Blaze can handle the escape on his own. We've got your own to deal with now. All that kind of and those altars she's summoning are going to make things a lot harder unless you destroy them too.
Take out the big lady and her rocket. Got it.
And just because Lilith decided to talk through this one, don't feel the need to show it any mercy.
How long have you been waiting to do that? About time. You aren't good enough for me.
You had your chance to escape.
True, but effective. Don't want to get up.
It is time.
I have spotted enemy reinforcements. None will be spared. Hardly a scratch.
Welcome their own demise.
Destroying those altars may be the fastest way to bring her down.
Assuming we can get past that Guardian.
Not my first rock monster rodeo. Nothing to worry about.
for this fight.
Just what I need. Nothing good for you. Coming at me now.
It is the beginning of the end for you.
You only add to your punishment.
Our numbers are endless. Any altars you don't destroy, she'll attempt to turn into monuments, shrines to Lilith, that manipulate the battlefield.
I never knew my mother was so vain.
I assume that comes with the territory when you have a cult following to maintain.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself.
Now that was something. We should try that more often.
fall before me.
Pain of your victims.
Still want a piece? We need to wrap this up and get to Blaze before Sabretooth rips him a new one.
Blaze has proven resourceful in the past. I'm sure he'll hold his own. For now.
Just saying, Creed may be
My strength grows. Time to repent.
Your time has come! Their strongest was no match for us.
Lilith won't be happy to see her favored ones fall so easily.
You cannot resist, child. The prophecy will be fulfilled.
Maybe so. But not today.
Let's hope not.
Not so tough without that little pop gun of yours. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Not as much as me. Somehow, you get uglier every time I see you.
And you get smaller. Grunt.
Stop fussing over me, you idiots.
After them.
No escape this time, Creed.
I was gonna say the same thing to you. All of you.
Looks like Mom. Too bad she couldn't do something about that face.
You're full of jokes now. But let's see how funny it is when I spill your guts.
Already killed you once, scumbag. Ain't gonna be a problem doing it again. It's on the ugly one. Stay down.
They must know my reputation. welcome assistance.
Now we're getting serious.
Mother already took away my pain. You should have made sure I was down for the count.
You're gonna pay for what you've done here. I'm gonna make sure of that.
Small man talks a big game.
It is time.
Better come up. The darkness builds within you, Hunter. That's the best you got.
Bad luck for you.
That'll be healed before you can try again. Judgment comes.
Now it's my turn.
Is that the best you've got?
We are not out of this yet.
Come get it.
You should have seen their faces. Family night at the carnival. I could have almost tasted their fear right before they bought it.
You'd be doing me a personal favor if you could shut him up. Permanently, if possible.
You heard the lady.
That'll work. I suppose it's something.
My bearings here.
receiving end of your wrath.
Nice!
Maybe I should be flattered. Lilith has found the ideal servant in this one. His soul was black long before she got to it.
Yeah, when it comes to pieces of trash, old Sabretooth here is 1 in a million.
You keep talking, but I'm still here.
I owe you a call. Goodbye.
Pain is temporary.
Now for something real special.
You will have to do better than that.
With her blessing, the sky is the limit.
They have not lost interest.
Nobody knows you like I do, Creed. And I know this was just as much your doing as it was Lilith's.
What's there to know? It was a massacre, and I loved every minute of it.
Fiend. The advantage is mine. There is no escape.
Your soul is an open question, honey.
What is happening?
Who put you in charge, any?
He's down, but not out yet.
I will not fall for the same ruse twice.
Thought as much.
You're welcome.
Enough of this.
Easy, kid. These were his people.
We did what we could, Blaze.
That's what folks with bloody hands always say.
If we do not stop the Midnight Sun, the entire world will get far bloodier.
Not my problem anymore. Forget the damn prophecy. I know I sure as hell am.
Aren't you gonna follow him?
Nah, he may not have been listening. But I am. Keep talking, kid.
What happened at that carnival was a tragedy.
One that could have been avoided.
If you did not keep so many secrets...
Oh, what is this, a duet? Since when did you two get so chummy?
Don't change the subject.
The spirits of vengeance have always been the secret guardians of the Parchment of Power.
Guardians? Blaze is probably using the page as toilet paper right now.
I met the guy. You're giving him too much credit.
We did what we had to do. That secret kept the page out of our enemies' hands for centuries.
At what cost?
You cannot win this war with secrets.
Magic is right. If we're going to stop Lilith from causing any more massacres, we need to come clean with each other, now.
There is nothing else, Captain.
I wish I could believe you.
So do I.
Then I don't see a point in continuing this conversation.
Grade A, Bull.
I can see you are still upset, Ileana.
Of course I'm still upset. Caretaker continuously stonewalls us and expects all of us to just go along and make nice. But it never works out that way. You would think she would have learned by now, but I guess not. She should trust us more.
If you were to be completely honest with yourself, you would have to admit that you do not trust her either.
How could I? She keeps too many secrets. She always has and always will.
Distrust only breeds more distrust.
Neither Caretaker nor Tony told us she gave the page to Blaze for safekeeping. They should know he's one of the least safe people on the planet. No matter what Robbie says. Now all that stands between this realm and Chthon is that overrated stuntman. Entrusting it to him was a mistake.
And do you have a better idea who to entrust something of such value?
I'd give it to Nico to hold. And if she didn't want to carry the weight of it, I would.
And you would be willing to risk your soul holding it? It is said to have demonic effects on its keeper.
Demonic effects? I'm already as demonic as this realm will tolerate. I don't cower from the darkness. I am made from its fabric. I could handle it. But alas, they did not give the parchment to me to hold. Blaze has the parchment, and I cannot change that. Let's just hope he can hold on to it. Is Steve Rogers everyone's ideal dad? I see it.
You know, it's kind of rude to walk around in here and not give me so much as a hello.
I assumed you were asleep.
I don't sleep much. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot one.
After that fight at the Quentin Carnival, I suppose we all could use a lengthy rest.
I can't get too comfortable. Not so long as Sabretooth's still out there.
He is your quarry, I take it.
I guess you could say that. We have a history. None of it nice. Though he's definitely changed. His nasty side got, well, nastier.
From what I have seen, he should not be much trouble for you.
I've been tracking and fighting him for decades. If he was easy to handle, trust me, I would have put him away for good ages ago. This last time, though, he's gotten even more deadly.
Then I hope you can rise to the challenge. It does not look like you are planning to stay long. Some find our abbey to be a bit unnerving.
Oh, this place is nothing. You'd be surprised at some of the places I've rested my boots.
If you talk like that, now you have to tell me some stories.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I've been all over the planet. And a few other planets besides.
Other planets?
Yeah. We're not alone in the universe, you know. There's the Kree, there's Skrulls, there's the Brood. Most aliens you're better off avoiding, but there's a few good ones out there. I'll tell you though, after a while, all you really care about is a nice soft bed. I see the way you're looking at me. Who's this mysterious guy hanging out in my place all of a sudden?
Perhaps.
Tell you what, I've got a little break between people trying to kill me, so let's have a little chat.
What all do you know about this Johnny Blaze?
He's a flaming jackass. Used to be known as the Spirit of Vengeance, until even his attitude got too bad for that job. Seems like he's really committed to the carny life now. Must be the funnel cakes and fried candy bars.
Do you think a man like that is up to the challenge before him? Guarding the Parchment of Power is not a task taken lightly.
Yeah, we faced some vile customers together. He may not have the flaming skull thing anymore, but he's got guts where it counts.
How long have you known this Sabretooth? Seems like you two have a history.
His real name's Victor Creed, and you're right. We've got bad blood going back a long time. Believe it or not, we used to be teammates and pals. Kinda.
They say familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah, well, they get things dead on sometimes. Didn't take me long to notice he wasn't exactly playing with a full deck. Creed and I have long since chosen to follow different paths. Yet somehow we keep ending up at the same friggin' destination.
You seem like a nomad, but surely you have a place you call home.
I guess you could say Xavier's place has been the closest thing to a real home I've ever had.
Who?
Oh, Professor Charles Xavier. He's got a swanky place outside of New York City. A private school. Lots of space and plenty of interesting folk. It's a lot like your Abbey here. Except Charles has a baseball field.
Baseball?
Yeah. If you got interest, I'd be happy to explain all the rules sometime.
You seem to know everyone. I assume you know the Midnight Suns as well?
I know some of these kids. Didn't know they got themselves a band name.
Who do you know?
Magic, for instance. She's the kid sister of a buddy of mine, Pyotr Rasputin. I call him Colossus.
Interesting. You and she have similar attitudes.
Maybe because we have similar backgrounds. I grew up in Canada, surrounded by wolves, and she grew up in Limbo, surrounded by demons.
Which place is worse, Canada or Limbo?
Oh, Limbo. They don't have hockey.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
It's been a pleasure. If you have more questions, you know where to find me.
Hunter, you there? I'm in the library. It's super important you meet me here ASAP. I can hear you standing there, Hunter.
What are you reading, Miko?
A limited edition print of the Book of Thoth.
The Book of Thoth? Where did you find a book of such rarity?
I didn't. Someone just left it out. Weird, too, because I was looking for a book on chaos magic so I could understand Wanda's grimoire a little better. I didn't think I was gonna find any, since Caretaker probably hid or burned every single text on the topic. But, poof, here this was, waiting for me.
Film, music, literature, your pursuit of culture and knowledge is commendable. Not even Caretaker has made as good of use out of this library as you have.
Well, she doesn't exactly have a healthy relationship with knowledge, as she thinks it's the source of all evil.
Like the serpent in the garden.
Right. If only she knew books don't bite. Well, not all of them. I have it on pretty good authority. The Sumerian Book of the Dead will take a chunk out of you if you try to earmark one of its pages.
Find anything helpful?
I did. There's a historical account of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh who was struck by a dark madness after reading a page from an old book called The Scrolls of Chthon.
Wait, that is another name for the...
Darkhold, I know. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the first case of corruption in recorded history.
It is certainly possible.
From reading the story, I think so. So the legend goes that nothing could cure the pharaoh until this traveling light worker came along, laid his hands upon the pharaoh, and recited an incantation. The pharaoh came back to his senses and returned to his good old classical Egyptian disembodied self.
I doubt there was not a price to such a purification.
Oh, there was. So like, when the Lightworker recited the incantation, he absorbed all the Pharaoh's corruption into his own body and, died.
He did not survive?
No. But the lines of the incantation he used are scattered throughout this book. I'm gonna have Magic help me transcribe them and see if we can use them to cure Wanda.
Let me get this straight. You and Magic plan on piecing together a 100,000-year-old incantation that worked once and killed the person who said it?
Yes?
Well, if you want to save Wanda, you will have to take risks.
100%. Well, I'm gonna find magic, see if we can make a dent in this transcription. I'll give you a shout when we do. Until then, not a word about this to anyone.
I saw a listing for a 4-story walk-up, Upper West Side. Maybe your new sanctum?
Tony, I can't think about that now. The sanctum wasn't just a home. It was a part of me.
I know. Just thought it might cheer you up. Hey, I heard about this crazy video online. A monkey riding a cat like it's a horse. You want to take a look?
No.
I think you'd love it. Maybe they were enchanted.
I said no. Tony, don't you realize what I'm going through? My whole world has quite literally blown up.
I just want to cheer you up, that's all. Hey, you want to curse me? No, just kidding. Don't curse me.